What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing the Watcher from scratch. So let's take a look at the purple cards. We can see that there haven't been unlocked. We did win our last runs with the Ironclad, the Defect, and the Silent, and that's why you see these relics here. But without further ado, let's jump in. Okay. See what path we want to take. We see a harder elite showed up. Definitely don't want to go that way. I'm leaning towards maybe this side. I definitely don't want to go to the shop early without any proper funds. I like that this has a campfire after this elite. And then we have that. And then if we're feeling really strong, I guess we can go that way. Or we'll just go this way. Yeah, I kind of like that path. And then here, I guess we can decide whether we go to the elite or not. Yeah, let's go that way, so let's go this path. Should be able to take him out next turn. Wow. It just shows how strong the Watcher is. Starting out. Let's see here. Sanctity. Gain 6 block. The last card. Yeah, I'm gonna have to read all these cards because I haven't played with the Watcher in a long time. The Watcher is also probably like my least played character out of the others. I think Sanctity is pretty cool. Swivel costs a lot if you are in Wrath to play. Otherwise, enter Wrath. It's very cool to apply Vulnerable. Or enter Wrath. That's actually good, I think. I like Indignation. I like Sanctity also. Gain 6 block. Yeah, it's a gain 6 plus a draw 2 if I like that. I think that gives us more options. We can just take this guy out. And hopefully we have enough. If not, we can just enter Calm, hopefully. I think I will use this strike here. Yeah. Okay, so we got Swivel again. They really want us to take Swivel. Alt, gain 3 block. If I'm in Wrath, gain 9 additional block. Okay, that could be really useful, and having 0 cost cards is useful, and that kind of works with Sanctity. Yeah, I think I'll take Halt. Talk to the hand, deal 5 damage. Whenever you attack this enemy, gain 2 block. It seems very good for some kind of combos later. I don't think we have the deck for that right now. Let me unhighlight this. Living Wall. As you come to a dead end. Okay, so I think we upgrade a card. Transforming a defend might be good, actually. Let's try that. Well, okay, we got something. We can only play when we have that miracle. That can be cool. I'm not too familiar with that card and how to use it. Let's see what this does. Oh, that actually makes it so that we could use it, but I'm not sure how I would use this. Like, what would be a good card that would be a great target for that effect? I'm not sure. I think we're gonna be facing an elite soon, right? So probably having eruption be easier to trigger. It's probably a good idea. Okay, I think we just block this. Actually, I'm gonna attack one, that way his effect, we can get rid of him now. I think we can do this. Wait, my last thing was a skill. But very cool. And I completely block this, but it lets me draw 2 cards. Wow. Yeah, Watcher. Watcher is very cool. Well, at least during these hallway fights, it's making quick work of these hallway fights. I like Third Eye. Wow, Weave is pretty cool. Seems like this gives you the chance to kind of go form some kind of an infinite or very close to it. Weave doesn't do anything by itself because I don't have any scry currently. Right now it'll just act as a 0 cost attack. But I think it's fine because we do have Sanctity that it works with. And I will be taking Scry later. So I think I'll take Weave. Yeah, we are gonna go towards the elite. I feel we've been handling these fights rather well. Okay, we... play the chosen card twice and exhaust it. Yeah. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't think we can use that card. I think we just defend. Hmm. 9, he'll be at what? 17. Then this will do more. Do we do double damage? We do, right? So 8. Yeah, we'll be able to get him. And then we'll take some damage. Probably if I just do this. Let's just try this. Alright, we took some damage there, but wasn't terrible. Nirvana sets us up for later, but is useless right now. And we did take damage during the last encounter, so deal. I'm actually not sure of any of these. Flurry of Blows seems kind of cool. I think I'll take Flurry of Blows. I think we need help with having more cards, and zero cost cards help us do more in a turn. Let's see what we get here. I think I might take Chrysalis. Should I do attacks? Take Chrysalis. Oh wow, okay. Probably should have taken the attack one. Don't think I had good RNG on those picks. Give us another dud with that. What's a zero cost Omniscience? So I'll probably take this and play this. Wait, but then it exhausts two things. I don't know. It's a crazy chain. And we don't have much attacks. I'm gonna play it. I want to get rid of him next turn. Oh, that's interesting. We take double damage in Wrath. In my draw pile. So I can exhaust the strike here. I think it's worth it to not add. Oh wow, it went to random. It went to random targets. Okay, so we gain 6 block at least. I don't know. I think it's worth it to not. We're just gonna block 1. This guy is weaker. So it's taking us a while to get through this. Oh. Okay, this still works. Alright. Should be able to get him. There we go. Alright, what do we get? We get a Pocket Watch. Whenever you play 3 or less cards during your turn, draw 3 additional cards at the start of your next turn. Okay, that actually is not comboing well with what we currently have, because we took a lot of cards that are like, that come back and they're 0 cost. So we're trying to play more cards instead of less. But I'm sure Pocket Watch will proc for us at some point anyway, you know? In that last fight we were flooded with those exhaustible cards, so that would have helped us draw more to finish the fight out sooner, I think. So we kind of needed that for this fight. Evaluate is solid, I think. Again, with the swivel. This is the 3rd time that they're offering a swivel. We don't have any... Like, swivel I think would be good for an attack that is high cost. You know, you use swivel and then you gain some block, but then, you know, let's say a 4 cost or something. The defect has some of those. I think does the Watcher have any? I'm not sure. I need to look at the card pool, but let's look at Deceive Reality. You gain 4 block and add a safety into your hand, and the safety lets you retain it, and you gain 12 block and then it exhausts. So in total this is like a 2 cost block 16, which is I think it's okay. Evaluate is a block plus or defend plus, and then you get that insight. I like Evaluate better than Deceive Reality. Although having a gain 12 block whenever you need it is pretty cool. It would be better if Deceive Reality could get its cost down to 0 somehow. Maybe use Omniscience on Deceive Reality. Could see me doing that. That way I have 2 safeties whenever I need it. But then that still costs me to use a safety. I don't know, I'm just trying to find a use for that card. I'm really not sure how it would use it. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna take Evaluate. I think it's much more simple, gives us card draw. Smith here. And I think we will gain more block from this. I don't believe I'm gonna go that elite path. Going to the shop might make sense, just to see what they have. I think I'm gonna go that way. Well, I like that campfire though. I like having that campfire. We might have to go that way now, because of that campfire. So it's like campfire versus shop. Which one do you value more? A shop would be cool to card remove one of these maybe basic defense. Oh, we only have 3. Yeah, we got that transform event, which was very good for us, so I think I'm gonna go this way. Wow, that's huge. That is huge, because I was just thinking about adding more attacks to the deck, because we do need more attacks, some attacks that do better things. I think here we will, upgrading our strike isn't a bad idea. It'll take us to being able to do, instead of 12, we'll be able to do 18. Since we don't have this, could be good. Yeah, I think upgrading a strike, actually. It's actually weird to upgrade a strike. I normally don't do that, but on Watcher it makes sense. Okay. So I actually don't want to take damage here. So I think what I might do is use Blessings of the Forge. Just to maximize the use of this turn. Alright. Beautiful. Do we have enough? We might have to draw the right thing. Let's check it out. Cool. Ooh, okay. Deal 8 damage to all enemies. That's pretty good. Sash Whip. Deal if the last card displayed this combat was an attack applied 2 weak. Okay, so this is, AoE damage, or you want concentrated damage, and they're both upgraded because of that Molten Egg, which is great. I think Sash Whip will be useful more often. Being able to apply weak is huge. And dealing AoE damage is pretty good as well. I think Sash will be more useful against Hexaghost. So I'm gonna take Sash. Do some damage to him. Okay. This is 16. We block most of it with this. And then we can actually weaken him, which I think I'm gonna do. Okay, I think the play is to use this. I can kill him with 1 attack, so use Fury of Blows, then we Eruption. He's done. Okay, really cool. So finally, so our deck at that point actually did what it could do, which is good. We saw, the cards working in synergy with each other. Shuffle a Through Violence into your draw pile. Okay, so you have the power to do 20 damage whenever you want. I think that is really good because essentially it's going to do 40 damage and you'll be able to just knock out anybody. And it's a 0 cost. I definitely think Reach Heaven is a good card here for us. I'm gonna pick that. Oh, interesting. Anger the mushrooms. And there's nothing, there's no reward for that. Or it doesn't indicate that. Or you eat them and you become cursed. So you heal and you become cursed. Okay, I see. It's either you become cursed or you stomp the mushrooms and then have a hallway fight, I guess. So I'm gonna stomp them. Definitely gonna evaluate. If I draw 3 cards, I can draw something that'll help me block. Although I'm only taking 2 damage. And going into this fight with Hexaghost on lower damage, on lower HP is not a bad thing. So, I think I'm just gonna attack. Oh, interesting. So, I didn't understand that. It goes into your draw pile. I thought it went into your hand. Oh, that makes it a little worse in my mind. It was a lot better, but as long as you have sufficient card draw, that card is still good. So let me see. So we have strike plus. We can get him really weak, although, you know, 1 attack will take him out on... But I guess this gives us almost a guarantee of it. And I could just use like a really like this in order to take him out. Okay. Apply weak to him. He's done. Beautiful. Okay, we got 1 guy. Let's Sanctity. And Eruption deals 9. This is 12, 21. It's not enough. But I think it should be fine. We should have enough block. Okay, yeah. And I forgot about that. Forgot about Flurry of Blows coming back. Very cool. Okay, we get a relic out of it. When vulnerable, take 25% more damage, attack damage rather than 50%. Okay, so this helps us out. It's a nice little passive effect there. Ragnarok. Okay, so this so this I think is the power of Omniscience, is being able to use Ragnarok plus. So I'm gonna take it. Yeah, just dealing 36 damage, potentially being in Wrath when you're dealing 36, which makes it deal, what, 72? And then being able to do that twice just seems like that's an automatic fight winner. So I'm gonna take Ragnarok. Like, even here, they're gonna curl up and stuff, right? But me taking 7 damage might be okay, because that means Hexaghost will do less to me. So maybe gambling this is fine. you know, I want him to take all the damage from this. But even then, we still have Evaluate, we still have and we have Halt also. So I think just doing this is okay. Yeah. And we can just finish them off. Wow. Really cool. That is a really cool card. We got another Sash Whip. You're in Calm, draw out 8 cards, otherwise enter Calm. I like that. I like having a draw. Game block equal to unblock damage dealt. That card has a lot of potential. So if you're in Wrath, then this blocks 24. This works great if you have Shuriken and things like that. Yeah, Wallop is pretty cool. If we had things like that, I think it would for sure be something I take. I think Inner Peace might work better with what we currently have. And then being able to play Omniscience when you draw it might be a good thing. That being 4 cards is not a huge difference. Wow, that's a pretty big difference here. If I'm in Raz, gain 14 additional block. You know, when you're in Wrath, you do need that block. So Halt is actually, to me, a welcome upgrade. Although I think Omniscience makes sure that if I don't have a Miracle in my hand, I can still play this card. So, and with Ragnarok now, we have a target for it. Okay, and we drew both. So, I'm just gonna play Ragnarok. Let me see if I should apply Vulnerable or something. I think using a potion here would be good. And then Pocket Watch will take effect now because I'm gonna use all my card plays, all my energy on Ragnarok. Okay. And then I think while he's vulnerable, it kind of makes sense to keep attacking him, although let me see if I get better attacks. I do, I can erupt next turn, so. Although he's going to be attacking us. Yeah, I think that's fine though. End turn there. 30. Oh, he still does quite a bit. Yeah, I definitely think we should weaken him. Okay, now he does 18. We're in a better position to block that, I think, yeah. I think I might just completely block it. I didn't play that correctly. I could have played that Flurry of Blows twice there. And then with him being vulnerable, it does matter. Dude, this just to take advantage of that damage. Oh, we take 4. I'd rather just, yeah. Okay. Get that weekend back on him. Oh, that was probably a misplay. With Omniscience. No, he isn't weakened. So, it wouldn't have killed him, but Hmm. I think I'll just... probably just Sanctity and Reach Heaven. Wait. Use that. Wow. Okay, I should be able to draw an attack that will end this next turn, so... yeah, Watcher is really strong. Watcher is really strong. Made quick work of Hexagos. That is crazy. This is a crazy card. Brilliance is also pretty crazy. Unplayable. Okay. That's really good as well. Wow, all these cards are really good. I'm really not sure which one is better than the other. Because Diva Form makes it so... and increased his gain by 1. Diva Form is a very easy way to just become insanely strong, right? Turn 1, we usually, you know, set up our other turns pretty well. Diva Form, I don't know, just makes it so you can't do much turn 1. But turn 2 is, you know, when you can start really going crazy, I guess. Brilliance is good whenever you draw it, right? Deal 16 damage, and then it scales with Mantra. We don't have a Mantra-centric deck, so I think I'm leaning away Brilliance. This is a good card. I don't think it's as powerful as what this is. I think this is just almost brain off kind of win, and then this makes your deck stronger. It'd be great if we kind of run into this later. When you draw this card, add 2 miracles to your hand. Yeah, but this... you might draw this turn 3. And at this point, I'm already doing a lot of damage turn 2. Well, if I draw this. Okay, that's the other thing, is that this card can come when you're about to take a bunch of damage. I can also use Omniscience in order to play Diva Form. So I have another way of using Omniscience, so that's gonna make me take this. That's cool. So again, you guys are kind of seeing like my inexperience of Watcher, and then just like finding out how these cards can work together, and you're seeing me do that on the fly. Sozu, I definitely don't want Fusion Hammer. Velvet Choker is also very limiting, especially with, you know, the Diva Form that we just picked up. So I think I'm gonna go Sozu. I think it's just, we don't actually need, I mean, we just gotta be careful. Like not to use our potions all. We have to make sure to use our potions exactly at the right time. But I think Sozu is going to allow us to play Omniscience, Diva Form, and all that stuff. And scale up. Alright, so let's take a look at this map here. Looks like we have the ability to take on 2 elites. We have a shop, so I want to go one of these routes in order to get a shop in. And then the one that I like more is here, because we get that elite going that route. And then there's a fire before this elite, but I'm probably not going to take that route. I might take this one. And we have what, collector? So yeah, I'm probably going to take that route. Have an event. Let me see here. Yeah, we just face one elite going that way. So yeah, we'll go this route. Alright, so let's just get this out of our hand. So the interesting thing with Pocket Watch is like sometimes it's not going to be worth it to play those 0 cost cards so that we draw 3 additional cards. Three or less, so like right now if we stop, but I don't want to take damage, so I'm gonna opt like as much damage. We are still gonna take damage, but okay, here if we play Ragnarok right now, it does 36 and does another 36, which isn't enough to win. Let's play that though. But it does do a lot of damage. I think I am gonna do that. And I can miracle defend. Nice. Okay, so wheel kick. Deal 20 damage and draw 2 cards. That's an interesting attack. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting attack. I think that attack is pretty good. It's better than strikes. And we are going to have an opportunity to get rid of a strike. Although, I'm not sure if we should at this point. But I am going to take wheel kick. Exiting my stance is interesting. But I think we have other ways to exit our stance without this. Yeah, we're gonna take some damage here. Let's see what happens. Mm. I think something that our deck has trouble with right now is blocking damage. And then obviously cycling through cards is kind of tough at the moment. Probably gonna do this. Might as well, I think. Alright, now it's a little more manageable. Although they are once trying to power up. I think this is great, but drawing these three cards together is not obviously what we wanted. But this should... yeah. Okay. Alright. Cool. Like I was saying, I think evaluate helps us out. This though helps us scry, which works. I think Just Lucky does also need like dexterity buffs or shuriken buffs. If you have something like that, follow-up's okay. I don't think we need follow-up because we have Devo form. I'm just gonna go evaluate. I think it helps us block, it helps us draw, helps us do many things. So alright, we got Mystic and Centurion. Never noticed this detail here on him. Is that a snake? Such a big shield. And like a mace looking thing. Kind of looks like a little... this hood right here. It's like a little close to the Reptomancer, I feel. Looks like she's asleep or something. Alright, so let's see what we could do. It's gonna deal 8 damage. Like this is good. Beautiful. 24. This might take him out completely. try it. Not quite. I might use a potion here. Okay, Cut Through Fate is pretty cool. Yeah, I think Cut Through Fate is a better strike. So I'm gonna take Cut Through Fate and remove. I want to remove a strike. Alright, let's see what else we got. We got Nirvana. Whenever you scry, gain 3 block. I don't scry that much. Again, I think that'd be good for some kind of infinite, but Tori is cool. I like Tori. I think Watcher, though, probably uses Tori a lot less than all the other characters. But Tori, I think, works with Pocket Watch. That way we can trigger Pocket Watch by not blocking as much. I think I'm gonna get Tori. It'd be funny if I tried to buy a potion in that shop. Okay. So we have no skills. You do have Cut Through Fate. Could draw something. We do have Swift Potion as well. We do have a Miracle, which will activate Sanctity. Let's see what that does for us. Okay, we have Wheel Quick, which draws even more. I think I'm gonna do that. And then we can Sash Whip if needed. Okay. Yeah, we can choose to block. But this guy's gonna keep attacking. Just go that route. Okay. Alright, I think we win now. Oh, I drew Ragnarok. Yeah, because that's 21. Okay, I think at this point we might be able to do it. Was this crying? It's fine. Beautiful. Wow. Wow, that was awesome. 8 mark. This builds over time, but I don't think we have anything like that. Perseverance. I mean, that card is just takes a really long time for it to become useful. So I don't think we take that. This could be useful now because we have like a way to keep drawing and to scale through our cards. If we had something like Ink Bottle 2 or something like that, I think this becomes even better. I think I am gonna take that. Definitely Smith. See what this does. Okay, just make it so you don't have to play it when you draw it. I am gonna play it though, I think. Let's see. I do like Halt. We do need block also. Just 4 extra block. It's not too exciting. I think Sanctity we play more often. Okay. $18. Yeah, we gotta make sure that we don't get those wounds in our deck. Okay, so Omniscience at this point doesn't do anything for us because we don't have it in our draw pile. So we can't play that, but this weakens him, which is great. Then I guess we'll just use this defend for no reason. 16. This becomes free. Yeah. Alright. And then I drew Ragnarok again. What else can I play? Play Reach Heaven twice with Omniscience. I think I'm gonna do that. I could play Eruption. Let's try that. Yeah, because I think after that, this means he's dead. Yeah. Wow. Oh, meat on the bone is very cool. Conclude. End your turn. No thank you. Gain 3 mantra, shuffle an insight into your draw pile. I don't think I need divinity anymore because we have divinity with devil form. We really just need like card draw and for cards to be worth nothing. Cards that we draw to be very high value and get a lot of worth out of them. Crush joints. Crush joints is very good, I think. So crush joints is something that I would add to apply vulnerable. Could be useful against the collector. And they mean that our Ragnarok is doing more. I might take crush joints. I think I will. It'd be cool if I could get rid of a regular strike at this point too. I'll go crush joints. See what we get here. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Wow. I will get rid of a strike. Okay, I actually feel good about taking on another elite. Don't know if we should take on that one. That shop would feel useless. This route is not bad too. I do want those events, the random ones. Wow, that is really good. Tungsten Rod and then Tori, I think, working hand in hand to make it so that if I receive 5 or less damage, that I will receive no damage. I think that's what that means. Wow, we're gonna take some damage here. Right? 21. Yeah, we're gonna take some damage here. I do think this is a good card to play. Maybe it won't do as much to him though. Wait, if this does 36, his mechanic though makes it so that this doesn't work as good, and I think it would. I've left him on. Yeah, his mechanic is annoying. So he's gonna be able to block. Seems like we're taking damage. Is there? Alright. We definitely pop Devil Form. And I'm actually gonna trade a miracle for an evaluate just for that insight. Okay, Sands of Time. Sands of Time is nice in that it doesn't do anything when we first draw it. Wait, what is this? Card Reality is cool too. Yeah, Sands of Time is... it's another target for Omniscience. Just easy 52 damage. And I think because of that it's worth taking. Oh, this should make it so we don't take any damage. Yeah, wow. So we saw them work together there. And that was cool. That was what we wanted to see. Wait. We definitely need to play Devil Form, and we will play Evaluate probably. I think we could still play Sash Whip because we have Miracle. There we go. Might as well. So 16, yeah. I guess it does make it so I can take him out next turn. I don't think I have what I need. in order to finish him. Very nice. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Card rewards. We got Warship, Conjure Blade, and Bowling Bash. Shuffle and Expunger. What is that? Deal 9 damage X times. Okay. Okay, Conjure Blade is actually really good now with Devil Form. Because we're gonna have, you know, in like a boss fight, we'll have unlimited energy. Bowling Bash is actually good too, but I think Conjure Blade. We have so many attacks. We definitely need probably one more Evaluate just to make sure that we can block stuff. Omniscience here. We'll make it so that we can block a lot, or I can Erupt and just go crazy with Ragnarok. Which I might lean towards that. Because then this does 72 twice. And so we'll take out 2 of them. It's still not enough. Wow. That's so... I guess that's really well balanced. You know, they made that combination not too deadly. But yeah, I have straight up just attack cards. I do need... Like I said, I do need more block. And I don't want to exhaust. I don't think it's possible that I'm gonna try it. And I can Sash Whip also. Wow. Wow, that was beautiful. 1 turn elite. Choose a skill. Let me see here first. Having... Which skill would I want in my hand every single time? Probably Evaluate Plus. I mean, like, Omniscience lets us do what we just did. But... it lets us play Diva Form too, immediately. And usually in the opening, there's not much that's happening in the first go around. So I think I might do that. Might bottle Omniscience, and it lets us play Diva Form as long as we don't have Diva Form in our hand. And then here I think just protect. Having a retain will help us a lot. Ooh, this is interesting. Remove all strikes, receive 5 bites. Which deals 7 damage and heal 2 HP. That could be good. I don't like losing max HP. If we had a way of making sure that our HP could come back, I think I would take that. Well, I guess we have meat on the bone also, which serves as a protective barrier. You know, bites are powerful on Watcher. Means we can heal more. I want to refuse this though. I think bites are better again with Shuriken or some kind of a more synergy. I don't feel like taking it is good for us. Bites just don't have enough, I think, you know, because like we enjoy things like that have other effects to them, like wheel kick, which draws us more, and these bites, I mean, they're gonna heal us, but other than that they're not doing much synergy wise. Okay, now this is good, and I think we obtain the ritual dagger. Oh wow. Thank you, Tungsten Rod. I want to upgrade Protect. I'm not sure what the best thing to upgrade here is, but we have been having a problem, I think, in some terms, being able to defend. So I do want to lean this upgrade that way. Okay, Collector. Fight. And yeah, we're gonna be able to activate that Diva form. So we're gonna be able to go crazy, hopefully. And then we do this because it shuffles Insight. So he spawns people, right? Yep. There you go. That defend is already helping us out. Gonna be able to block some of this. Oh, also I think talking to the hand is useful here. Try to get rid of one of these minions. Make sure we block. There we go. 22. I might take him out. Take him out. Wait. That wasn't enough. I popped my attack potion. I guess it's alright. We'll heal after this. Tungsten Rod helping us again. I think this has to be directed at the boss character. Our up doesn't do the job. I don't think Ritual Dagger works on minions, so that's why I'm not going to use it there. Leave me a comment if that's true or not. So yeah, because like I could have, you know, activated it here. Oh, this is great. Get him out of here. Wait, did that? Okay. That's crazy. Okay, so this does 22. This is... how much is this? 54 damage. Let's go! Wow. I mean, Vault basically helps Diva form by using it at the end when you have nothing else to do. You can just take an extra turn. That is really cool. This is really good again. Conjure Blade works with us. I think this works. I'm gonna go Vault. What is this? Replaces pure water at the start of each combat. Add 3 miracles to your hand. Wow. That's really cool. I don't think I've ever seen that before. This is whenever you exit calm, gain an additional energy. That's nice. And Astrolabe. Upon pickup, transform 3 cards and upgrade them. These are really solid choices. I think Holy Water is just instantaneous value. Astrolabe is actually also really good. We can get rid of our strike. We can gamble with our defense. See what we get. I feel Holy Water is just solid. You know? I think it's the safest choice. And just guarantees our win. Yeah. Okay, we don't have many powers. We have 2 powers, and we just have to make sure that we have 2 powers, and that's it. We just have to make sure we don't add too many powers to our deck at this point, knowing the boss at the end. I like this because we have that campfire in between these 2 elites. I don't like that we can't pivot out, so there's no branching path from the campfire if we decide, hey, we're not strong enough to take that elite on. We're kind of committing to that by going that route. This shop is cool. Could go there. I think we will go that route. I don't really need too many cards at this point. But the events could have negatives in them as well. I'm gonna go this route, I think. Oh, but then I can't see the shop. So I want to go this route. Yeah. I think that's our route. Let's go. Okay, we just drew Devil Form. And then we can even vault. Okay. I'm gonna hold Ritual Dagger for the last one of these Darklings. Again, if you guys could let me know if it would work on any Darkling. Or it's just on the last one. So do like 30 damage. 40 damage. It's not enough to take them all out. I do want to use this. It's pretty solid. I think either way, what could we draw? Anything? We could block potentially, so we take him out. He's the closest to falling. Alright. We'll draw more of this. Draw more. And we're good on blocking at the moment. Here. Just make sure we block all that. And then at this point, I think playing Ritual Dagger would be great. Deal 20. Yeah. We'll do this. Omniscience Ritual Dagger. Okay. We have a way to enter calm. Whenever you apply block, apply 1 weak. Put a card from your discard card pile into your hand and retain it. Enter calm, end your turn. What would I want to do that with? Oh yeah, it says a non-minion enemy, okay. So, guess that answers our question. I'm not sure if these enemies that we just faced, it seemed like they were minion enemies. Yeah, I'm not sure what I would want to use meditate with. I could see me using it to have a wheel kick. Wheel kick is actually really good once Devil form starts working. And then inner peace is also working to our benefit now. So tranquility is nice because it works with that with inner peace. Yeah, I'm not sure what I would want meditate to work with. I'm just gonna skip. It's not clear to me what the benefits would be. I think I will play this card because he doesn't have a terrible amount of health. So I should be able to handle that. Some great turns for us. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And he's done. I guess I should have made sure that I used my ritual dagger on him. So that was but the thing with us is that we have a hard time blocking. Probably take another sanctity. We have a hard time blocking. Meet again. Ranwid. Okay, we lose a potion and obtain a relic. That's cool. Lose gold, obtain a relic. Lose halt, obtain a relic. Halt. Halt is now not as good because we have an abundance of energy. Losing swift potion, I think, is not what we want to do. Losing halt, I think, is not the worst. Or attack. Whoa, attack is crazy. I don't think I've ever attacked. I don't know how hard that fight is. I don't think I want to take that on. Sluice Halt. And we got Blood Vial, which is nice for us. And we fight these guys again. Okay. It's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. There's nothing really for me to do here, so I think I'll just... Well, I could Swift Potion here. And I'm actually leaning towards that. Okay. This might be able to finish the fight. Gonna try it. Seems like I miscalculated. I can take out 2 of them. At least, but we're gonna take a bunch of damage here. Huh. 9 damage 0 times. I could block 5. I think it's fine. Yeah, we have a problem with... I'm trying to see if I can draw my Ritual Dagger again. Can vault, I think. And that might do it. Alright. Sands of Time. Okay, it did go up. I think Meat of the Bone healed us up there. This weakens our hand. I think we'll skip here. And let's see. This is weak. All these cards are just whatever. I don't think they actually do much to help us out. Let me see. Toolbox. Toolbox might be very useful. Does Toolbox make it so that you have to choose, or can you skip those cards? I wonder. Haven't been resting. I think we might remove a strike. We have much better cards to target, and I guess that's it. Omniscience now is very good with our current setup because we can double play Ragnarok. The thing is that we exhaust it once we do use it that way, which might be okay since we have Wheel Kick and other things, Ritual Dagger now, that could take its place. It is also a form of exhaust. So if there's a card that we deem is not as good as the others, we can exhaust it. I also think we need to get in the habit of using this card more and exhausting it out. Yeah, I'm not gonna take it though. Okay, at this point we can decide whether we are strong enough to take on an elite. I think we should be able to do it. I think we should be able to do it. Beautiful. That's great for us. We get that protect in our hand. It's a lot. Let's play Miracle. This. And I'm gonna vault. Conjure Blade. We'll wait for that. That sucks. gonna take so much. Okay. Alright, so let's wheel kick. Sash whip. Then we will use this while he's vulnerable. This does a good amount of damage also. I feel like we might as well use it. We have the energy to use it. It's gonna hit us for 12. Enter calm. We'll end turn. Okay. Just evaluate. Just set that up. I think we're good. Should I use this? I might as well, right? Oh wow, I had no idea that block return stayed on him. That's something I'm learning. Whenever you attack this enemy, gain 3 block. That is huge, actually. That is huge. Yeah, I had no idea. Alright, so we might be able to finish him off here, right? 25, 50, yeah? There we go. That's nice. That is huge also. I like Study Plus. I think Study Plus helps us a lot. Signature move is very good. We frequently have, we get down to the last card in our hand. Meat of the Bone is really working for us. Let's upgrade Inner Peace now. Okay. Should I vault? Probably. I guess I could have stayed in Wrath form there. I think that's why it's good to have that card where it retains and you're able to go back to calm form. Conjure Blade is really good. I don't think I want to Conjure Blade here because we want to finish him off with that Ritual Dagger. That does quite a bit. Alright, so we're ready to finish him off with a ritual dagger. Just need to draw it. See where it is. It's in our deck, so if we just insight, we might be able to get to it. Five damage. Okay. Just trying to get rid of cards in my hand to be able to draw that ritual dagger. And didn't look like it worked out for us. Just want to make sure that he's really weak so that we can take him out. And there it is. Gaining strength. Oh, that was a really good potion. It's unfortunate. Attacks dealing triple damage is interesting. I think I want to have another protect. Okay, here we didn't mark. And I think upgrading a card, going here, and then just maybe finishing things out. Let's see what we can smith. Making sure that we can block is important. This is big, but again, like they want to give us powers right before we take on the guy. I think Deep Breath actually works a lot with our cards, right? Isn't there something where not necessarily. Deep Breath, as it currently is, doesn't help us. Strawberry, max health. The boot could help us. Helps us with Fury Blows, with Weave. Helps us deal like little insignificant damage. Sometimes when we're weakened, Expunger would automatically get some damage added to it. Removing a card. If now we remove a defend, I think because those defense don't do much for us. Like our other cards are better. Unfortunately, that makes it so that we can't do much else. I think Tranquility at this point is good because Tranquility will work with Sanctities and things. We want to be in Calm in order to keep drawing cards. And then we save that Eruption for when we want to completely annihilate. Alright, do I go towards the question marks? The question marks could be terrible for us, could be good. I think this is the safer route. I actually do want to take damage in order to activate this. What would be the damage that we would need? We'd need like 38. We need to be at 38 damage and then we'd heal a lot more. We are healing with Blood Vial though, so maybe it's okay. We're gonna continue to use that. Our opening. Okay. Guess I'll get rid of one of his artifact charges with that. Just because we had that extra energy and it opens us up to potentially get rid of more of those charges with something else. We have no block, right? Oh, we have, okay, we have protect. Let's use that. I know that was like overkill, but it's fault. Let's see. I think we use Sands of Time. Should get rid of him probably. Just protect, insight. Cut through fate. We don't need calm right now. And now with this, I think we just, oh well. You know, now we need to draw Ritual Dagger again. Because I don't know if this is considered a minion enemy. $20. Oh, Sands of Time is really cool. Okay. Want to draw Ritual Dagger again, so... Now we do have ways to block. Let's use one of these. And we got it. 36 damage, that's enough. This I do want to take now because it will stack on top of the boss. But the thing is, does he remove this? I guess we can use one during the first phase and then we can use another one during the second phase. And then during a case like this, just having it is phenomenal. Diviform. Too bad I couldn't double pop it. $34. Okay, so we are below, which is good. Actually, we're gonna heal back 12 as long as we don't take any more. I think I can conjure blade. $40. It's quite a bit, sir. We just have to make sure that we vault. I think we vigilance and vault. Okay. That does quite a bit. Kind of risky though. $92 damage. Oh, he has malleable. Okay, so this does enough to kill him, right? Let's go. Okay, what about now? Does just lucky help us now? I don't believe so. Don't believe so. Skip. Spire growth. Omniscience could, if we draw it, like, we could vault also, which would do it, like, make us even faster. So I could see that being a use for it with our current setup. I guess I just inner peace and take 16 damage. I don't see a way around that. Meat of the Bone should activate again. Again, Meat of the Bone might be the MVP of our run. I think all of our relics are helping us out in a good way, but Meat on the Bone is really shining with all this damage that we've been taking. Okay, so let's see what we do here. I think we might wheel kick. We can cut through Fate first. I don't think I have use for Ragnarok. And I don't need a block. Just scry all those cards. Okay. Pop this. Constricted, which means we take 10 damage at the end of our turn, plus that's 32 damage, so it's probably a good idea for us to vault. Oh, Eruption. Yeah, but I don't want to play that because we need to use the Ritual Dagger. Oh, we took 10 damage. Right? Well, Insight. We're just trying to look for that Ritual Dagger, and we drew it. It's getting insanely strong now. I think our deck needs much more. I might rest here. Might rest here to make sure that we have full health going in. I don't think we need substantial upgrades on anything. Blood Vial helps us get closer to that max health. We're gonna use this once on him. And then we'll save the other one for the next phase. Let's go. We have to take out these cultists. This guy wants to do 32 damage to us also. Plus that's a lot. Yeah, we drew what we needed. Blocks a good amount, while giving us some options. Vaulting would be helpful. Cool. Well, Ritual Dagger we don't need anymore, right? Because it's not going to get stronger after this, so we can just use it to pop one of these guys out of here. Which I will do. Get him out of here. And we do need block. We have here. Let's see what else we can get. Crush joints. It's huge. Two sands of time. $22, that's good. That's good enough, I think. The Awakened One! Guys, we made it all the way to the boss. On our first, again, another first, playthrough with the Watcher. I'm very inexperienced with the Watcher. We got to this point. I'm happy, so happy about that. And I do want to let everybody know that the mods that we currently have are just the base mods, and then the one that was allowing us to mark the map. That's the only mod that I have installed at the moment. Let me know if there's other mods that I should take, that are useful. Maybe like quality of life mods, or stuff that's just useful for a viewer. But anyway, let's keep going with this fight. Real quick. This is an easy choice after that. Just draw us more cards. And then that gives us block also. So if you've seen my Watcher right now, has just been a pretty calm, it's a calm stance Watcher that just gets more card draw. It never really goes into Divinity, it never goes into Wrath form. It does on select occasions where we have the right cards in our hand in order to do the damage that we need. Well, yeah, we mostly stay away from it though. We use a lot of evaluates, and I think here using Ragnarok is useful. Yeah, I think I'll just end there. We could erupt here. We would do quite a bit, I think. Just go ahead and do it. We could conjure Blade. I think it makes sense to do it here. Okay. I guess we do as much damage as we can, and then we fall back to Tranquility. It's good. Oh. $180 damage. That's huge. Oh, he's done. Wow. Watcher is just crazy good, crazy broken, just has so many things going for it. High damage, the ability to do anything really. That was a really enjoyable run. I really enjoyed that. Like I said, I was kind of like learning how all these synergies worked together for really kind of the first time, because I am very inexperienced with playing Watcher. I beat the game with Watcher who knows how many months ago, and so now this is more like a fresh take on me, just knowing how to, use the other cards and the other characters and Slay the Spire, and how the relics kind of can help you out to just inform the way that I played. I'm sure there were moments where I could have made some better choices. I think that Meat on the Bone obviously helped us a lot, like kind of dealing with those bad choices. And then Tungsten Rod and Tori also were like just making sure that I wasn't taking too much damage. And then we got Blood Vial 2 later on, which was cool. This was huge in the beginning, I think, Molten Egg. Just making sure that we got really powerful attack cards and were able to deal enough damage to get us out of having to defend. We had a really big problem with defending during our run. Eventually, we did have the cards that would help us defend, and we had enough card draw to make sure that we would get to those cards. So that was huge. Let's see what we unlock here. Ascension unlocked. And we unlock Prostrate. Gain 2 mantra, gain 4 block. That's nice. If you want to enter divinity. Blasphemy, enter divinity. Okay, you just bypass that. Die next turn. Whoa. Okay. So that's, yeah, that's you knowing you're gonna end the fight. So just enter divinity and do max damage. Devotion. At the start of your turn, gain 2 mantra. Okay, so it's a nice passive way to enter divinity. So these are all divinity based, so that makes sense, like as in they make it kind of hard to enter divinity, I think, during your first playthrough. And then now, they want you to get into that stance more often as things get harder, right? As like you take on more and more ascensions. So I want to thank anybody for watching. I want to thank all the people who leave comments. I've read all your comments. I've also implemented some of the things that I've seen on there. Yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks.